This is CGB. I'm back with another deck. This is Temerge, and it is a deck I loved last season. It got some updates from this season. Let's get right into it. We've got it's a ramp type strategy. It does a lot of big things. The focus of the deck is Elder Deep Fiend and reoccurring vexing scuttlers, and it's blue and red and green. That's why I call it Temerge. Very, very scientific there. We've got 3 Primal Druids to give us emerge targets that also give us lands. We've got Druids of the Cowl. Those are emerge targets that also make mana. We have Grapple with the Past, which lets us reuse cards like Elder Deep Fiend. Nissa Vastwood Seer, because that's awesome. And Reclamation Sage. Every now and then you just gotta kill an enchantment or artifact. Rogue Refiner. Rogue Refiner is a new card in the deck. It makes energy, which fuels Aether Hubs to help with the 3 colors. It draws a card, and it gives us... the body is pretty good compared to other things like Foul Emissary. I think this card is just better. Pilgrim's Eye, 3 mana. Go get another land. Make sure we hit our land drops. Fixes our mana. A lot of fun. Kozilek's Return. When you emerge, you get to trigger this, so sometimes we get to wipe the board. 1 Pulse of Murasa is still there. The life gain is sometimes important, and you can cycle them with Vexings. Treasure Keeper. This is a new card in the deck. You can emerge off this, and you can cycle into other awesome cards. I've gotten to do really fun things with this so far. Hitting anything is good, but hitting Rogue Refiner feels great. Hitting Pulse of Murasa feels excellent. Things of that nature. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, so getting a little more into red mana than we did in the past, and this is a ramp card. You can plus it, get 2 red mana, and you can use that to cast your spells later, so it's something we're trying out. Kiora, another planeswalker, -2 is really good, but now the +1 is good. When you play this on turn 3 off a Druid of the Cowl, the +1 generates 2 mana, because you can untap your Druid and you can untap the land. So you can get a lot further with Kiora now than you used to. Ishkana, Graph Widow. You get Delirium pretty easily between Grapple with the Past, the artifact creatures like Pilgrim's Eye, and the Planeswalkers, so I think you can Delirium this really often. 2 Baral's Expertise. This is another new card in the deck, and it is a massive tempo swing. It replaces Displacement Wave. I've found it does what I need it to do there, but we still use 1 Crush of Tentacles because you gotta reset those Planeswalker types. Chandra, Flamecaller, another go-over-the-top way to sweep the board or just win the game. Makes the cut, can also cycle hands that are full of lands or junk that is piled up and turn them into fresh cards. 2 Elder Deep Fiends, probably the MVP of the deck. Really wish I had 4, but once you get this thing cycling, life is grand. 3 Vexing Scuttlers. This lets you recur Elder Deep Fiends with Grapple with the Past and such shenanigans. And 1 Ulamog to go super big so you don't have to be the one going home. 4 islands, 2 mountains, 10 forests, 2 hinterland harbors, 2 sulfur falls, and 3 hubs. Not much else to say. Definitely a deck I love and enjoy, and a deck that for some reason is cursed when I put it on camera, but let's put it to the test. Let's get 3 games. This is going to be the last 3 video run I make at the end of a day where I've done 3 video runs for about the last 6 or 7 hours. It's hard to remember, and this is one of the harder decks to play, so I am a glutton for punishment. I've been making all kinds of mistakes today, to be honest. I've made a lot of mistakes today, so we're going to try to focus up, tighten up, and not crap the bed on this one. But bear with me. Let's have some fun, and I hope you enjoy this deck as much as I do. So our opponent queuing up, he's got an avatar selected. He's making a little bit of fire with his hands and being like, ooh, that's cool. I feel like a really cool dude with really cool eyebrows. Or head tattoos, and nice earrings too, by the way. There's a lot of hardware going on there. Slothful Heart 90. What a name. What a name. And keep. We're going places. We got the turn 2 Druid, turn 3 Eye, Deep Fiend, Ulamog in our future, and he's going first turn Envoy. Ew. Oh, this deck hates aggro. Now that Radiant Flames isn't in it, it's a lot more, we're relying a lot more on the Druid to keep those kind of decks in check. But on the draw, that is a hard spot. Let's see where it goes. If he's turn 2 Nimbus Wings, I don't know. I don't know if I can take it, guys. Inferno Fist. Sure. Isn't that right up the same alley? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Playing this deck against aggro is, as Nighthawk will tell you, so stressful. So stressful. Every little decision counts. Every little thing you do can tilt the game, or tilt you, for that matter. Can tilt you personally. In fact, if he does attack here, and the druid's alive, I don't know whether to block or not. I'm already getting that tilted. Like, that's already a really hard decision, especially with this card in my hand. Tick-tock. Fist? Are the fists going to fly already? Are the fists flying? Oh, yeah, skirmisher. Here it comes. The clock is real. Wait, what? What are you doing? No. No, not that creature, the other one. No. No, and he's not attacking. Oh, God. Well, this just got less interesting. Oh, no. Come on, opponent. I expect more from you. Speaking of expecting more, what am I supposed to do with my life? On one hand, I can keep up the blocker. On the other hand, Kiora can keep up the blocker. But I could also have a blocker I actually want to block with. Although he can just throw the fist at it, do we care? Not really. Then he doesn't have a good attack if he throws the fist at this. So I guess that's best. As much as I'd love to generate 1,000,000 mana with Kiora, when you're behind on the board like that, it's a bad place to go. So, you know what? We'll just refine with our rogue. Then the worst case scenario next turn is that we have Elder Deep Fiend up. Well, that's the best case. If it survives, Elder Deep Fiend mana is up. And if it doesn't, we have the Kiora action to get going with. Oh, our opponent kind of already, I think, crapped the bed from their side, unfortunately. You definitely, if you're in their seat, no matter, and if you're a new player, this is a good lesson. You know, you put the +1/+1 over here, and then you get in for 5. I can't block you profitably. It's definitely a great attack. Let's see what our opponent does now. He attacks with that creature. Well, because he's not attacking with the 2/1, I'm going to block, because I don't think he has a trick. And if he killed it, I guess I'd be in a place where I'm casting like Kiora or Pilgrim's Eye. He's got a Twin Bolt. So that makes sense a bit, but that's fine. I don't care. Alright, now what? Suicide Kiora? I know he'll attack it. If it misses, that'll be the feel bad of the year, right? Whereas if I play this and play it next turn, I guess I could have a 2-drop, and if I don't, it might. Also, this will probably hold back his Envoy unless he has another Twin Bolt. So I'm gonna make this play. Go and get a blue. If he kills it and we have no board, we're gonna Kiora tick down. And the opponent, what do they want to do? Attack, nope. More bolt, God bolt. Okay. That's a funny thing to say. Opponent got in there for 2. Let's see what else he's got. No. Okay. Another eye. And now it's gotta be time for a Deep Fiend. As a 5/6 will make this board pretty rough for my opponent, and then we can use Kiora to attack with it and untap it even. I think Lord Rock in the chat is asking me if I got all the new cards, and yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got gold to spare. Much gold to spare. Here comes an undo champ. Okay. Now we will lock you down for a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Your team stay over there. Do not. Do not. Come on, Baral's expertise. That is true. That would be beautiful. Please. That would be great. Hit! That's pretty good, too. Not complaining. I am not complaining about that card. Alright. So we can Kiora here and get that going. And I think I can just... Well, I better plus her. Another Twin Bolt would just kill it. And this at least makes him think he has to move the Deep Fiend out of the way if he wants to make a play. So he might try to kill the Deep Fiend, and then things would get nasty. And let's emerge and tap it all down again. And I'm going to leave his 4/3 up because I would be happy for him to block with the most powerful creature he has. So, confirm. Oh, I'm not going for the ultimate as much as Nighthawk would like. No, that's probably not a thing. Go ahead, pay your 1 mana. Yep, miss. Not that worried. Why do Hakeem wants to mess with me? Because I'm breaking it up by... I'm doing 3 videos with the deck and breaking it up and do another 3 videos with the deck so I can track it easy. Because, in a nutshell, Hakeem, I am trying to make a bunch of content for YouTube because I'm leaving, and you do need to block me if you don't... if I'm bothering you. I would hate... Actually, I don't want you to block me. That would hurt my feelings. Alright, down or up? I guess I have to play some defense on this board. Don't I? Block, block, block. I'm at 13. Actually, I'm fine. I don't need to. Let's attack again. Put him in danger. Rawr! Rawr goes the octopus. No connection issues. I'm just trying to make a lot of videos before I leave for vacation, since you guys won't hear from me for a while. And I, didn't want to leave no one without content, as they said. They were like, don't leave us without content. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to. Not what I means to do. Alright. And that's fine. That's fine. So now we've got our blockers. We're going to keep pushing up because they'll get us to Ulamog faster. And see what our opponent has for us. Yeah, my opponent's running quite the pile. Quite the starter box pile. It's like my first starter deck if it were paper Magic, you know what I mean? Okay, that gives all of his allies trample. Yippee. Do you want to attack me? Nighthawk really wants the ultimate. If he attacks me here and I get to block with my Druid and my Kiora survives, then he's going to get ulamogged. And his hand's empty. So, yippee. Let's see if he reveals anything. Okay, nothing. I don't know if there are any vehicles in that deck. It looks like an ally deck, but that randomly runs Dipala. It's legendary. How could it be bad? So, we'll block the biggest thing and eat it. And the next biggest thing. And I guess we can go to 1 safely. He's tapped out. Oh, that has trample. Never mind. So I can't save her, can I? No, I cannot. No, I cannot, because it gave all creatures trample, not just allies. So, unfortunately, Kiora is going to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm not going to be able to ulamog. But oh well. We will save our Pilgrim's Eye for another day. Lord Rock, as I was discussing, maybe this didn't catch up. I'm not going to kill the 2-1. Thanks for the attempt at the backseat driving. Participation is always nice, but you have to be ready to learn things as well. It has trample, and I'd rather keep my Pilgrim's Eye around to block when it could suck up damage or do something more useful. So, there we go. It's not really a great trade, my 3-drop and my 3 casting cost for his 1 casting cost 2-1. Not a great trade. Alright, well, we're drawing the lands we want. Play that in case of Athalia. Our opponent is at 9. So I could put him in the Abyss if this hits, but I would rather sit back, as Ulamog is almost certain to win the game, barring a Traitorous Instincts. A way to steal it, and he's just top-decking lands. That's not very scary. See if he just keeps attacking. Nope, not this time. And land off the top will get me there. And I'm going to take away his red mana. So if he does top deck the Traitorous Instincts, Act of Treason, Karizev's Expertise, he cannot steal my Ulamog. And no need to attack. Our board got a lot better, his got worse. He draws the Sky Skirmisher. Okay, that's fine. We've got a chump block for that, even if he draws something absurd, such as, say, a Angelic Destiny. Just rips it. Although that would be a bit of a headache. I think we'd still win that race. Let's see what Nissa can give us. He'll probably throw everything at Nissa now. Druid of the Cowl is another blocker. It's a body. And let's send the big Ulamog. Eat his deck for lunch. Roar! Ulamog, you. It eats his deck and he has to chump it. He has to block or he dies. So what's our opponent working with? Heh, there goes the 2-1. And there's a red land off the top. I don't see any active trees and stuff. That's encouraging. Or you want to attack me? You should probably attack me and just hope to kill me. If he's thinking about going after Nissa, that's a little nutty. Maybe? Nope. No attacks. Good choice. Oh. The energy sub-theme is just rogue refiners and aether hubs to use them, so it fixes the mana a little. The energy sub-theme doesn't power any cards. So, I don't know if you'd call it that, but you can if you want to. Alright. What do we want out of here? You get out of there. You get out of there. I guess this is the most dangerous from a top deck standpoint. You get out of there. Another thing. Oh, I could have done better. So that's my first time in this board situation, but what I could have been doing, I could have bounced my Deep Fiend and then emerged it and tapped down his remaining one creature and bounced his other one, and he would have had no blockers if I had targeted the Deep Fiend and then emerge casted it, and then Ulamog would have been lethal. So, oops. Bad play on my part. Like I said, been playing for about 7 straight hours. I'm on the sloppy side. No doubt about that. On the sloppy side. Keep on the sloppy side, always on the sloppy side. Keep on the sloppy side of duels. See what our opponent can do now. Ulamog, wary bed. Do you think he means very bad? Ulamog is a beast, and the slothful heart has had enough, and has scooped. We accept your concession. There is no way out of that particular bind. And let's go get another one. Props for not leaving your opponent. Oh wait, never mind. Nighthawk just in with the comment at the perfect time. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me a Jolly Rancher. Screw up my voice. But I'm losing my voice anyway, so it is what it is. I am playing Temerge. I'm playing the Temerge deck. Ah, Beast, you're a minute too late. We could have played again. Unless you're still doing the dinner thing. Keep or mulligan, everyone. Keep or mulligan. I am going to mulligan. Much better. Nighthawk is a fan, as you can tell. Let's see. Do we just want to fire up the grapple? I think there's a chance of that. I don't know. I don't know if we just want to fire off the grapple here. I kind of don't think so. The whiff is the worst, right? But if we do whiff, it's a lot closer to an ishkana. Nah, we'll wait. We're under no pressure. We can wait. There's nothing wrong with that. And here we go. I'd be Chimney Imp. When it dies, target opponent... What? I don't understand. Where are the decks with only new expansion cards? I don't know why anybody would play those decks, because those wouldn't be optimal. It's very much a part of Magic to build decks that integrate new cards with old. Ah, but Beast is on the way to the hardware store, so we could not battle him again if we wanted to. Alright, my opponent has life gain and all that, but I'm just gonna get in there. Let's go, Rogue Refiner. And I'm just gonna hang on to this. Okay, my opponent has triggered Revolt. What are they going to do with it? Yes, that's what I was hoping would happen. Thank you, opponent. I love you. Give me that back. More energy, more cards. Ooh. Okay, instant creature land. We do not have Delirium. We'll have to cast the expertise to get it. So what I'm going to cast off the expertise is... I guess I should take something to cast off the expertise. Although it's really tempting to get the Scuttler. Scuttler's really good. I can just get another grapple. I'm going to do that. Just going to get the other Scuttler. And I'll cast Ishkana without Delirium if I can just emerge off it and get something else. So, we'll just play a clean Ishkana. That's fine. We're probably just going to set up like a... sacrificing it, grappling, getting back Ishkana again, and then we'll have more cards in the graveyard, so maybe we will have Delirium. Here we go again. Bottle Gnomes to the graveyard. Combo achieved. Countless Gears Renegade. The deck is going off. It's going off, everybody. It's all happening. Revolt triggered. Let's see. I think I've got a feeling, no disrespect over there, but I believe that my payoffs are going to be bigger than yours. Give me back the grapple. Play the 4/5. I don't think there's anything I could get that I'd even want to cast except Deep Fiend, and I can do that at instant speed, so I'll pass the turn from here. Unbridled growth. Let the revolt hits just keep on coming. Let's see if he has another one. Another revolt card. That would be such the draw, right? 3 revolt cards, 3 enablers. I mean, he's moving. I do not have the green expertise in here. I do think that would be win more. In fact, I'm very confident it would be. This deck, when it's running, if it has 6 mana and a big creature on the battlefield, hopefully it's running and it doesn't need that kind of help to close, but I wouldn't get mad at someone for trying it. Can't say I haven't thought about it. We got another Scuttler, so we can take Deep Fiend, and we can Deep Fiend him. Tap your stuff. Whee! Pilgrim's Eye, okay. Perfect, we're gonna have a nice turn. Attack with Deep Fiend. Scuttler off Deep Fiend. Get back grapple. Baral's expertise. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Pilgrim's Eye. Yay! Free! Free spells! Get the mountain. I guess we'll play the mountain. See what our opponent has for us next. Here comes a Hydra. So he's got a big boy. That is a 7/7, and it is a large Hydra. But don't worry, everybody. I have a plan. I know what I'm going to do to defeat this Hydra. Another Unbridled Growth. Opponent is doing the revolt thing. Like, I'm kind of impressed. They're triggering revolt basically every turn. And they're set up to do it next turn with those cards I bounced. So we have to keep that in mind if any of our creatures are tapped here. Alright. Aether Hub. That's enough land, thank you. Let's do that. Let's get you. Let's do this, this, this. Oh, it's a trip. Bounce all that. And we're even ready to get the expertise back. Play the card we got back off the expertise with the expertise in case you didn't know we can do that trick. And there we go. And we're ready to get the expertise back and do that again next turn until there are no lands left in our deck. Unfortunately, our opponent gets to keep doing it too. They get to keep playing the Hydra until there's no lands left in their deck. See, here it comes. But hopefully we will eventually draw into something that we can do that's more powerful. I love new lines. I love having new lines of play with this deck now because of Baral's expertise. Makes me very happy. Interesting, my opponent does not play the Revolt token making dude. Hello. I love you too. Dirtling reaching critical levels? What? I don't do that. You serious? Let's tap the colorless sources, please. Tap, 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 tap. Expertise, I think. Well, let's see. I can cast that. Actually, I think I'm gonna set up a little more. So I think what I'm going to do is deep fiend him. He's got the Rogue's Passage, so maybe we can draw more mana out. And then I can Chandra him. Yeah, D-Wave is out. That is right. Rogue's Passage. Here it comes. Oh, it's such a big hit. It's gonna be so juicy. But it is an onboard trick. He knows I have the grapple. He knows the deep fiend's in the yard. Hit another one. Check the graveyard here. Don't think I hit Kozilek's return. Nope. Alright. Emerge. Sack you. You. He's like, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean I get tapped? I'd cry just a little bit, though, if he had a Blossoming Defense here. Just a little bit. Duel's card pool is large enough now that there's a card for every situation, and you never know when you're going to walk into it. I have done it plenty of times already. Oh my lord. Come on now. That's a lot of land. Want a green and 2 blue, I guess? Now I have to be able to get a fiend back and cast it, so I guess I have to play a land. Ugh. But this, I am flooding once again, brutally. Just another day in the neighborhood, everybody. I guess that will do. I could try to kill him, but I think he's just going to kill Chandra anyway, so I'm going to cycle these. That's not a grab. Oh my lord. Well, I might just lose this game straight up. My opponent might be in hell, but I'm flooding out. I'm several draws from the good. If he kills my Chandra, and I continue to flood or just draw ineffectively, this game's gonna end sadly. There's no doubt about that right now. I do remember that. Oops. Guess I could have left it back. What would that do? Oh, it's probably definitely smarter to leave it back. Oh, he's not gonna Rogue's Passage. Oh my. He's just going balls to the wall to the board. Maybe I have a shot. Oh my. Oh my, look at all this. Alright, so Revolt, Trample, +2/+2. Yeah, I know. Alright, so we jump in front. He doesn't have Trample. He didn't use the Rogue's Passage. I can't fathom why. He just really wanted to get all up on the board. Alright. Time to draw the right stuff. Sweeping the board won't be good enough. I need to draw cards to hold him down. And we didn't. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe this. I didn't know this deck had such horrible draws available to it. I didn't know this was possible. Alright. We'll do our best. Well, we'll get all the lands we can out, and we'll top deck Ulamog, and then... Actually, I know exactly what's going to happen, guys. How much... You want to put money right now on drawing the last forest in our deck for our turn, if we survive? What do you think? I'll put money on it. I'm also going to keep these in my hand in case Chandra somehow lives. So he can hit me for 11 for sure. Then I can take another 6. Even at 17. He hasn't done the passage yet. He should do the passage. Alright, well, I can try to leave Chandra alive. I guess I have to. Have to leave Chandra alive. It's really all I can do. If he has a pump spell, I just die, I guess, but that's what it is. Whoo! Big hit! Big hit. Oh my goodness, are we gonna use it? Are we gonna lose to that worm? Is that what's up? Here we go. Alright, Chandra lived. He's all to the board. The Kozilek's Return, Crush of Tentacles, and Ulamog are all still in the deck. Boom! Thud. The bad news is it doesn't save me. Because I never hit the Kozilek's Return. That is the worst draw I could have had, because now I need Ulamog Plus cards, which means... Because if I just cast Ulamog, I'm dead. I've gotta mill Ulamog. This is the worst. Goodbye, Ulamog. You've gotta go. Alright. Here's a combination of cards. We have to hit Crush of Tentacles and Vexing Scuttler, and we need a way to emerge them. Alright, so we'll start with that. Ah! Jesus criminy! It's way too far. Vex. Where are you, Vex? Now, what went to the yard? Did Crush go to the yard? No. Okay. Do it again. Get me another Vex. Okay. Now did Crush go to the yard? How about the last forest? Is that there? Kozilek's Return is there now. Okay. I guess we have to hit the Pulse of Murasa. I see it. I see the timer. I'm trying to be clutch. I'm doing my best. Oh, shoot. The Pulse of Murasa is there. Oh, no. That won't do. That will not do. Nope, it will not do. Darn it, and it stacked wrong. Man, if I could have set the stack, I could have lived. I needed to be able to stack it so that the trigger resolved after the return, but it wouldn't let me. It did not let me stack it. Oh, God. That's horrible. That is so horrible. In real Magic, I'd be alive. In real Magic... I could have stacked it so that the return resolved and then the druid resolved. Boo! Boo. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Rogue's Passage, yeah, that would have done it. That's true. That would have got me anyway. What I needed was obviously on the bottom there, Crush of Tentacles. Just never came. Never came. We did our best, though. That was an exciting game. We flooded out at just the wrong time. Just the horrible timing on the flood. So, let's get one more. That was really exciting. Good game to our opponent, who did a good job with what they had there. I'd have made a few different choices, but they did get the win. That was just... I can't believe that... I think we looked at 9 cards with Chandra there, and it just... Man, it was just a brick. It was just a total brick. And I probably could have done something better early in the game with the Baral's expertise, so... I gotta get better. I told you I'm gonna mess up. I'm like really at the end. I can barely think, so... Bear with me. Try to enjoy the videos for the deck and not for the play, I guess, is my best advice. And this is something. Yeah, we can try this. You can say that I got bad luck. Like, I did get pretty unlucky, but I'm pretty sure if I watched that back early in the game, I could have done some things a lot smarter than I did. Like, if I had Baral's expertise to my own... say a deep fiend or something to buy me an extra turn, it could have made all the difference. And yeah, Hydra plus passage is work. I have to be able to keep recurring something like a deep fiend or ulamog it without his board going that much wider in order to win. So he just kind of had the right cards and he put me in the squeeze, and I played bad. I'm pretty sure if I watch that back, I'll see I could have done better. Yeah. I used to be very confident about my duelsing, but now that I do like these 7 or 8 hour streams, I know for a fact I'm going to make way too many mistakes down the stretch. Brain in the jar for the opponent. Brain in the jar. Bring it. What's the line? I think we just want to deploy. We just want to cast and cast and cast. Okay, yeah, we want to build up our delirium. We want to hit our land drops. I'm just going to cast this now so it doesn't get countered. If it gets dispelled, I'm going to laugh pretty hard. Let's see what happens. 3 lands. And a Rogue Refiner, which is a good card to have. I want the Rogue Refiner and I want the land, so I'm going to take the hub and I'm going to... I think I'm going to... I may not need the Refiner, actually. I can wait. Yeah, because I can get this out and I can emerge off it next turn with the Deep Fiend now, thanks to the Druid. Beautiful. Beautiful. This will be our last game of the day. It's been a long day. I've recorded a lot of videos. But I'll be getting those up to YouTube and saving them in my Twitch highlights over the next few weeks while I'm on vacation. I'm going to miss you guys and my Xbox and this awesome new set of cards to play with while I'm gone. But I'll be living it up out in Thailand and visiting Asia for the first time in my life. And weather report said 87 degrees. And considering that it's like 30 degrees here, I can't wait for that. Opponent's blue-white Drago. Me no likey. Yep, I'll just set up with Deep Fiend and pass the turn. And they almost missed their Brain in the Jar trigger. Now what? Okay, well, if he's playing Drago with me, we'll do it like this. And he didn't even use his Brain. That's not good. Maybe he forgot he needed a mana to do it. 3 card types. Going to 4 soon. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. And we're going to bounce you and you, finish. And now we're going to play the Treasure Keeper. And now that we have the Treasure Keeper on the board, we can emerge the Deep Fiend off it for the effect and tap him down again, or her down again. Name is Heidi Girl, so I should use her. That's also, by the way, our 4th type. We have Delirium unlocked. It's hard to play control against this deck if that's what we're up against. You want to play your brain again? Put your brain back in the jar, put it out on the battlefield. That'd be fine. Bring that on, bring that on. Let's go. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? Oh, there's a good one. If you're gonna make a choice, make it Gisela. Nice. So there are some mythics hanging out in that deck. There be mythics, ladies and gents. There be mythics. So what do we need? We need 3 mana. That'll do the emerging. And if 3 mana is gonna do the emerging, then we can use 3 mana to get back something. A land, I think, because we want to keep hitting land drops. This deck loves hitting land drops. It needs to hit a land drop every turn if available. And we'll pass. And we'll see what our Treasure Keeper has for us. Oh, I'm so excited. What do you think it is? What do you think the Treasure Keeper is going to get? Time to find out. Confirm suspicions. Boom. Oh, please hit a grapple now so I can put it right back in my hand. And it's a Pilgrim's Eye. You get an eye. And you get an eye. I guess I'll get the other red in case I draw a Chandra. I know I only have 1 green, but I have the Druid. Alright. Vexing Scuttles. You're right on time. So what do we do here? I think we can Ishkana, and then we can Scuttle. Yeah, that's a good play. He might get to gain 4 off his Gisela, but I think he's still he's still a mana off of Bruna, being able to Bruna next turn. Now I could Scuttle, or I could grapple. I think I'll Scuttle. And we'll get the expertise. Alright. And why not? Oh, I should have attacked with the Druid too. I thought it was a Primal Druid, like I had a brain fart where I thought it was an 0-3. So, add it to my misplay count. One of them days. Opponent up to 6 mana. We need to race our way up to 10 in case of Brazella. We've got to watch out for that, although Baral's Expertise would be a nice solution to that card. What would be a very sad thing is a Tragic Arrogance. Tragic indeed. Here she comes. Royal Spout. What are you putting on top of my deck? Okay. Okay. I'm down. I'm totally down. I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it. Alright, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. I guess I don't need that mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. I guess I can get back the Deep Fiend. That's a good setup. Or I can do the Expertise this turn. I'd so much rather do the Expertise, though, with this on the table. Can I? No, I am a mana short. These turns are rar. So what if I get a Deep Fiend on the table and then Expertise? That's awesome. I can do that with a grapple. I can do that. Okay. Well, I have no energy, so this makes sense. But we'll do it now so it doesn't get countered. Bam, 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 bam. If I did my math right, I don't need any of those. Nope, that won't do it. Yep, I did my math wrong. Oh well. That's what I get. So if I hadn't attacked with the druid, I could have played Scuttler, emerged it off the Pilgrim's Eye, and had a Scuttler and a deep, and then emerged the Deep Fiend off the Scuttler, and what that could have done is set me up with a Pulse Murasa in my hand. Oh wells. 1, 2, 3, 4. More Deep Fiend. It's like cowbell. You can never get enough. More Deep Fiend! And now I have a Deep Fiend out, so I can get that back with my expertise, should I choose to, which might be a turn later on, which, as we saw in the last game, one turn is what you need. It's a complicated deck. It's hard to play. I can't really stress it enough. So now what I can do is I can attack with all these. I can emerge off my Deep Fiend, I can put a Pulse in my hand, I can Brawl's Expertise as board and my Vexing Scuttler, play the Pulse, get back the Deep Fiend. Yeah, let's roll. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can remember all that. What more can I say? What more can I do? Boom. Rock and roll. Still going up. Man, the expertise adds so many weird dimensions now to the deck. I think I haven't even come close to exploring what I could be setting up here. I think there's a lot of other things I could be doing. And he's passing the turn, keeping mana open. Okie dokie. Woo! That's a card. One, two, three, four, five. That casts something and leaves mana open. So, what do I want to be able to cast? I guess Rogue Refiner, or I need more land, I guess. So Pilgrim's Eye is good. Oh wait, this is instant sorcery only. So probably a grapple with the pass. Just keep it coming, right? Right. Is that 5? I can't kill him, but I want to leave the Deep Fiend open, so we'll emerge over here, and we definitely want to tap the druid itself. We don't want to tap all our green. That's a horrible idea. That's fine. And we'll get the grapple back. Yeah, the deck. This deck just has a lot going on, and we don't have energy, so I tapped wrong. Nice. Let's go get an island, hopefully. No island. I'm just going to take a land and hit my land drop, though. And there's the reprisal. Silly Dan. Get in there, guys. Blessed Alliance. You got it. Why did I save this deck to last? So complicated. So hard to tap right for, too. Aether Hub actually makes tapping the mana really tough, which is why I almost want to cut it for that reason alone, because the turns take so long as it is. Anybody else think Aether Hub looks like some kind of a water park? Look at all the slides. See the water slides? You see what I'm talking about in there? I'm losing it. I'm losing it, everybody. It's the breakdown. Please, please let me finish this game. Let me pull it off. 9 mana. Ugh. She. The name is Heidi Girl. I think we can assume it's a she. Seven. Countdown on. Here come the clue sacks. I don't know what's going on with that hand. Our opponent's been too scared to play the Gisela. Maybe it's a bunch of removal. A bunch of targeted big stuff removal, I don't know. Yep, draw it all, draw it all. Let's have a showdown. See if you can beat my spider. So there's probably definitely things I could have done better all along this chain. I really have to put in some work. This is only, like with this version, I've played maybe 5 or 6 games, but it feels like I still have a lot of work to figure out. Those mid-game lines, I am not putting the long-term thought into it. I'm trying to make cool plays. But if you are the type who likes mastering a deck, I imagine you could do a lot with this. That comes down. Pay 8. Taps a lot. See if he has a counter. Broken concentration. Could be bad. Could be bad, but let's see. See what we can do. Boom! Nope. Not the big winner. So I want to make sure we hit our lands again. It's been another one of those weird games where we drew everything in kind of reverse order. Get in there. Taking him to task with this spider. Run it like this. Recast Pilgrim's Eye or recast... Ooh. We're going to recast Kozilek's Return. Then it's in the graveyard. If our opponent does put stuff on the board, I can kill it with the return. Token down. But I want to be able to blow up some lands or some other permanents with Ulamog. It's not clear that I'll be casting any more Eldrazi this game. Hopefully Ulamog can go the distance. I can't get all his white mana though, which is a shame. All her white mana, which is a shame. So, is there a way I can keep Ulamog alive? There is. What I can do is get back a Vexing Scuttler, and then the Vexing Scuttler can emerge off Ulamog, getting back grapple next turn. So that keeps Ulamog from getting exiled by Declaration Stone and putting me in a pinch. Let's do it. In the meantime, I think I can do some broken-ish stuff this turn. Ooh, and I can emerge, so yeah. Life is grand. Fetch me something. Thank you. Bring me my forest. Get me back grapple. Activate my Kozilek's Return. And we'll grapple now because of counterspells. Brain in a jar is happening. And we'll get Vexing Scuttler. And this should, if we're given enough time, this should set up a situation where we can Ulamog all the white sources, preventing anything like Declaration Stone, Suppression Bonds, weird stuff like that. So it might be too careful, but that's a full hand against a deck that seems to like controlling things. So this seems smart. Alright, so I think we want to keep that plan. But first I'm going to send this Scuttler in to its doom, potentially. Blessed Alliance and such. There it is. Saw it coming. Yeah, well, alright, leave a blue open, ulamog. See if we're in the home stretch here, if we can close out. No broken concentration, that's good. Running counterspells could have been a problem. And we will get back, grapple with the past. And there will be no chance to target my ulamog till I drop it on you in a turn. Well, now I can't get rid of all the white sources, but we'll see. There is Jace. There is a bounce. Okie dokie. Thank you. I need one more land to grapple into the Mog, so I will probably play Primal and grapple off it. Okay, Crush. Crush is fine. Gives him an 8. Gives her an 8/8 to deal with. You guys should keep a grapple count, I agree. Yeah, another grapple. We're not done. We're not done. Alright. No brain in the jar activation. Does that mean a counterspell or just nothing to play? Uh-huh. Collective effort. Yes. Great. Alright. So, let's see if this resolves. Confirm suspicions. Okay. Well, you know what's coming next turn. It could happen. I'm not saying I won't mill myself. It could happen. Okay, at this point, I think it's best to crush this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 4 is 12. This is 8, plus 5 is 13. That means I have to grapple to do it. And I will get... I have a scuttler, so I don't have to get a deep fiend. So I can get Mog right now, or I can get Deep Fiend right now. I guess I'll get Mog. So Mog is ready to go next turn. And we'll do this. Away with your clues. I've still got 14 cards to go. I'm ballin'. See if our opponent has an ulamog. I would love that. But they might be waiting on my ulamog. Ulamog, my ulamog. My mog, my mog, my ulamog. There's Jace. Figured that would happen. But I don't know if the crush was going to get better. Alright. Mog. Away with those. Scuttles. Away with that. Get back Pulse of Murasa. opponent clearly down on the counter spells now. Or else I think that would have been a pretty clear counter. 2 confirms are out. There's a Document of Perfection? Okay. And the brain is back? Sure. Grindy, grindy, grindy. Land, land, land off the top, top, top. Love it. Alright, let's try to tap right. He's gonna telling time and make a wizard, okay? And now we'll finally see if there's a declaration in stone. Heidi's certainly at all game to find a way to exile ulamog. I didn't want it to come to this, but looks like it's going to. And land. No reason to hold it. Not a good enough reason anyway. What else is... Come on. What's still in the deck? Opponent still has cards. If they have the answer, then they could win this game. Bruna. Oh, here comes Brizella. That's a way to at least make this very interesting. Still gonna have to answer ulamog, though. In fact, it has to chump block. It has to chump block. Oh my goodness. Because of the exactly 10 life. Worst chump block ever. Oh no. An opponent says, I will take that. Bruna will not chump block. Or Brizella will not chump block. Brizella is above that. Sooner the planeswalker than Brizella. What a diva. Ah, did it. Okay. Woo! Well, my friends, that's gonna wrap this up. That was an interesting way to end things. I hope you've enjoyed all the decks we've played and found things that you want to play yourself. Maybe you can make a few tweaks to them and make them better. And if you do, tell me all about it. Comments, whispers on Twitch, just get at me wherever you want to. Come over to Twitch chat when I stream. And I am logging off for a while, going on vacation. Will return someday, like in a month-ish, something like that. So y'all, it's been a pleasure. And you know I will see you with another deck very soon.